Hello everyone, my name is Dinesh Mohan. I'm a model and an actor. There has been a struggle story behind the success I have had, and it has always fascinated me to meet people who are today successful, so to say, but there has been a huge struggle story behind it. And I thought of meeting and talking and interacting with all such people and so that it benefits me in my story and people also get to know the struggle behind a successful face. So today I'm here with this fine gentleman, Simon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
He's a businessman, a very successful businessman today, but I want to get to know the struggle behind it. See, what I see, Simon, you're this stylish, good looking man. So I've
Thank you.
seen
Thank
the cover of the book. I'm totally fascinated to turn the pages of the book now and get to know what stories are written there, what ups and downs, what highs and lows. How did you become the Simon that you are today?
Yes, my name is Simon Rodrigues. I am from Goa, and my journey to come to UK is is a thing. Like I was a government servant back home in
Right,
Goa. I worked for the government for 15 years, Goa government. I was an electrical engineer by profession. I could not see myself growing in the position where I was there because I was in hunt of things to put myself somewhere forward, which I could do something for the community or
I know this
some.
urge of,
Yeah.
growing more than the profile that you've been assigned. I've been through that.
So in those time, like there was a thing like people going to UK. That was like people all trying to move to UK. So I thought like, okay, fine. Let me also try and see what I can do.
I'm
Like
sure it must have taken a lot of guts
it,
to
it
decide this because this is a foreign land.
yeah, it is. And basically, once you get to go to do this thing, so I need to surrender all my things. Like I have to leave my Indian citizenship and
Right.
everything.
Right.
So it's like a thing where I'm at stake. Like whether if I don't do that well, then to come back, it would be very difficult for me to go up. So I said I took a risk of coming here,
Huge risk, I
a
must say.
massive risk
Yeah, massive.
with my things, with my career, which I was already been set for 15 years with the government. And
Oh, I see.
yeah, so I landed up here.
Yes, I know. I realize that from the security of, a
Yeah.
government job to come to a place like this, which is a foreign land, and we've just heard stories about it.
That's what I
So
heard
it must have
stories.
taken a lot of
It
courage. So that is how, I wanted to know what was that exact point that made you decide, I've had enough here, I need to go there. And, what was the first thought when you landed up here? When you stepped out of the plane, you looked at the place, and what was the feeling? I want to, know that from you.
basically the point of leaving India to come here was like I was into my thing of growth, but I tried a lot of things. It's not like I didn't try and I was like somebody come to me and they said, okay, Saman, there is something. No, I tried my level best to get myself qualified to get in a position or something, but things didn't work for me.
Right.
So I thought like let me go here like in UK because there were a lot of stories like as you say about
Right.
UK. It was going too much in Goa. So and I tried to get the passport and then I had to surrender my Indian citizenship and everything and then I came here. But I traveled by myself alone.
I know, let me interrupt you. You're making it sound really simple. But then there are our families,
Yeah.
the familiar places, the friend circle, a lifestyle that we are used to. So it takes a lot of guts to leave all that behind and come to a foreign land.
Exactly.
So I appreciate that fully.
My family had to leave and
Right.
them and then come here by myself and I had never traveled out of India. I mean out of Goa since birth. So this was like a first time and a first major step in my life.
Mhm.
So I had to come out of my homeland to comfort zone as well. You're right. From my comfort zone, leaving my family. You know how it is when you have family and all. You have been very protected towards things. So I had to leave all these things and come to this country, and I had to travel by myself in a flight, and that was the first time I had to do it. So I was like looking around here and there, like if I know somebody,
I can
okay,
imagine
could you
that,
just
yeah.
help me, like
Yes.
where, which gate, and this and that. It was a very new, it just was, everything was new. Like, it's like a dream. Like, I'm looking and I'm searching for things, which way to go, which way
Which
to
might
come.
turn into a nightmare.
Yeah.
Or a success story.
That
You
was like,
never know
I was
that-
totally blank at that
excitement
point
is,
of time. Like, I was very blank, like, whether I'm going to right direction. But I said, okay, I came here, everything is like totally different. Like, what we see in
It's
India.
a cultural shock, right? Along with so many other,
Yeah, so many other things coming in my way. So I came here, I started my journey here. I was looking, first thing here, like, you have to get yourself organized to get a room, and then start looking for jobs. So I started my journey for looking jobs, but it was very difficult for me because to understand what the system runs here, it took me time, like, to understand, like,
it does, yes.
yeah, for
Yes.
weeks, for months, I took time, and in that bargain I lost whatever money I had bought, like, so because it everything is like, everywhere you go it's money, like,
Correct.
so
Correct.
rent, expenses, I could not cope up initially because I was in such of looking of jobs and things, but I didn't have a right direction. So people are telling me, go there, go here, apply there. So I had to do all these things. So then I started holding on myself, like, okay, fine, I'll get a better job because I'm an electrical engineer. I come here, okay, fine. But then I came to know that, to get my qualification, to get my job here was
Employment, yes.
was totally different because they have a different regulations here in UK.
Right.
So UK standards was not matching up with my qualification. So they said, oh, I need to do a course. I said, boss, I've come here to work, not to do course. Like,
Right.
studies was not in my thing. So I said, let me get something else. So then I was like asking people jobs and all, but it didn't work out, but it took time. Then I had to ask.
So how long did it take?
It took me 3 months.
Find your first job.
3 months.
3 months. And during that time, did this thought of giving up and going back ever occur to you?
No, there was no thought of going back because I had come here for something that I wanted to do something. That's the reason I came here.
Oh.
And if I go back without anything, it's like I've lost everything because I know back home there's nothing left for me because I've given up my job. I resigned the job.
Yeah.
So it is not like, okay, go back home and then I can join the job back.
Then
No.
everybody would say, okay.
Yeah. So I didn't have a choice. So I said, no, I want to do this and I've come to do something. I took patience. I said, no, I will do it. I will do it.
Right.
I try to make myself understand that, okay, there is something, it will work. It will work. But I had to take something to start up. So one of my roommates said there is a job for a cleaning. Would you be interested?
Oh, cleaning job.
So I was
from an engineer with a government job in India.
Yeah. And then
So how
all things
did
like
you feel
drop.
when you first
I was
this
little bit
suggested?
I was little bit back. I said cleaning. I said no, I have never done. But he said simple cleaning. I said okay. If it is simple cleaning, then I said might as well. I'll go for it because I need to survive. I need to pay rent.
Correct. Yes.
And
bills to pay.
bills to pay. So everything was accountable. So I said, how will I do that if I try to be very picky with my things here? I can't be picky. So
Correct.
then I said, okay, let me go over there and see what the thing is. So it was in the hospital. The job was, which is called Northwick Park Hospital in Harrow. It is.
Okay.
So I landed up there. So they tried to show me what I need to do, like job wise, what was I been have to be assigned for. So they said there are 5 lifts you need to clean. I said okay, that's fine, no problem.
5 lifts.
Lifts, like the big massive ones where they take the stretchers
Okay,
and all
okay.
everything. So lifts I had to clean, and then say that 9 floors. I had to clean 9 floors.
What?
Yeah.
9 floors.
So the building was structures were 9 floors. So from all the floors I had to clean the reception area, the communal area, everything I had to clean.
Correct.
And I felt okay, fine, this I can do it. It's nothing big, like because I have to take a task to do something and I have to start somewhere. Then finally she said, you have to clean 19 toilets.
Oh my God. 19 toilets, which is
Every
not an
day.
easy job because it's a hospital.
It's hospital, and you know how hospital is. So 19 toilets I had to clean every day. And I had to start my job at 5 o'clock in the morning and finish by 2 in the afternoon. So, I come from an engineer position, I had to come to do this.
Obviously,
and
yes, yeah.
it was,
So
I was
convincing
finding it
oneself.
very difficult
To-
and try to convince my own self, like, I couldn't tell anybody. because I had chosen
So
to
was
come
it
here.
heartbreaking for you at any
That
point?
point of time it was, and I could not push my, I could not think about anything. I said, oh, there's no choice.
So
I have
back
to do it.
home, did you ever confess in front of somebody that okay, I'm landed up here and this is happening and I'm
No,
so
that moment
sorry
I
I
did
did
not.
that?
I did not do anything.
Okay.
I just told them I got a job, I'm doing it. I did not tell what job I'm doing. I said I'm doing a job, and it's okay. I said I will manage because back home I got family also. I have to look after them as well.
Oh,
So
yes.
I can't be just sitting and waiting and watching like I'll get a better job and all. So I said maybe this is a start of my thing journey here. So that point of time it did not strike me much, but I said okay, let's start doing this. At least something will click for me.
Eventually, yes. Yeah.
I'll tell you one small thing. I literally used to cry early morning there
Oh,
when I used to clean the toilets and the
I
lifts and
know.
all.
I can understand that fully.
And I did it. I said, no, it's a challenge for me. I took it as a challenge. I did it. And my challenge was so strong that I was very firm that I will do something. Enter
So
the
you were
data center.
climbing the
Yeah.
ladder, so to say. Your hard work was paying off.
My hard work was paying off, and I found it this was a little interesting. I said I left that and I came here. So now something new for me, which was
Oh,
not even
yeah.
my field,
Right.
but I still try to catch up with the things. I said, okay, fine, let me do this, and I learned that I made myself comfortable there. I thought I would get something better there. I started looking for something, but simultaneously I applied for a couple of places, jobs. Within 2 months, I got a call another place for a better position and a better
See,
job.
so then, being persistent, never giving up, and believing in hard work.
Yeah, then I got a call in a beauty company as a stock manager.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Beauty company,
I was
stock
a little
manager.
passionate
Sounds
about beauty.
glamorous.
Yeah, it is. And it was something very exciting and very new for me.
So did you devise this look while you were working?
I
This
started,
stylish
yeah.
swagger that you have?
I did little bit of a look changes over there when I entered the company, and then
Right.
I got over the company. I used to look after the company around 25 stores all over UK.
Oh.
We had 25 stores all over UK. There was 190 staff, which were all females, and I was the only guy to run
Lucky?
this.
Lucky? Should I say lucky?
You can, but it is it is very tough when it comes to make them understand how the things work, how the
Right.
products work, how
Right.
the things are, the system. And so I try to amend that. So it was everything in my step, in my journey in this country was everything new I learned. So everything was a new thing for me. So I grabbed everything because as an individual, I'm a very good learner.
Right.
So if I see you doing something, I will learn. I'll grab that thing. I'll put it in my mind, and then I try to put it as practice. So that's
how
helped
long
me.
were you there in that company? And how did, this thing of opening all the businesses that you have today, how did this, happen?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
that
I mean, it's a total shift because
It's a
what I
total
learn
different
is you
thing.
have food outlets,
Food,
restaurants.
yeah.
So from there to this hospitality, food industry, how did that shift happen?
Yeah, when I was working in this company and everything was trying to get normalized, like my financial status, looking after my family. So my family also was like, okay, now it's time, we want to come there to join you.
That's awesome.
So
Yes.
I said, okay, now another responsibility I have to get
Yes.
over to cover this thing.
Right.
So I said, this will not work with this job. So I had to take another job, same time. So I used to do office, this was office timing, Monday to Friday. I used to work 9 to 5.
Mhm.
So after 5, I joined a restaurant.
Okay.
I said, because there was one, my landlord, the house landlord, he said, Simon, why are you wasting your time sitting at home? Go and do something. His name is Ron DeMello.
Okay.
So he told me, why don't you go and join a restaurant or something small thing, part-time waiter's job or something like that. So I said, okay, let me try. But back home, we only knew how to eat food in the restaurant. I never worked in the restaurant. I don't know how the system works. So it was very new for me. But I still said I'd give a try. First, I went to buy something over there in that restaurant.
Okay, just to,
Just to see how it is.
Yeah.
So first thing I bought noodles over there. I said, let me take a noodle.
Yeah. So
And I
you
just
played
had,
James Bond at that time. Let me go to get to know the place and
Yeah,
know
how it is.
how it all works.
So then they had one board, put on their glass saying staff wanted.
Oh.
I'm like, staff needed. I said, okay, there is something opening here for me. I
Right.
said, Then I just took second round and I said, okay, I will order this and then I'll have a chat with the guy over there. So I asked him, I said, is there any opening for
Super
the...
planning.
Yeah. So second round I went, I asked the manager, I said, is there any staff required? You are looking for any staff? He looked at me and he said, there's no staff. We don't want staff. Then I just asked him, I said, you put the thing, na? He said, no, we keep it like that because sometimes staff goes and and I said, okay, fine. Then I was like a little heartbroken.
I didn't realize that because I've been noticing a lot of, placards saying staff required. So is it so that they keep it
They
so
keep
that
it like
if
that.
somebody
Yeah,
leaves?
And then, yeah. So they have the thing, like, people still looking for it.
Right.
And then they keep the data with them. And then if they need, they call them.
Right.
So then the third time I said, no, now I will not go there. I made a call. I took their number from the board. I called them up. I said, are you still looking for staff? And that moment they were looking for staff.
Okay.
He did not know it was me on the phone. I mean, the
same
same person who he met.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah, come over 5:30 and meet this so-and-so person and he will assign you. The first task, he said, there's a job in the kitchen. You have to be as a kitchen porter.
Right.
I'm like, what is kitchen
And
porter?
what is that? Yeah. This one.
That was a question mark. What is kitchen porter?
Then he explained me kitchen porter is a dishwasher, like, you have to wash.
Oh.
I said, okay, I said, because end of the day, I thought it is behind the kitchen. I said, I will take as a challenge, another challenge in my life. So I started doing that job. So after work, office hours, 5 o'clock finish, 5:45 reach home, 15
So
minutes.
it was a second job.
Second
so
job,
you
man.
started doing two jobs.
Two jobs.
A day.
Yeah, two jobs a day because I have to bring my family, support them here. So I had to have a backup plan.
Right.
So I did that, and then I started restaurant work part time. I went into the kitchen. I started looking all around how the kitchen works, how the things, how the chef is. You know how it is when you are a beginner, how the chef and how everybody treats you. I said, okay, fine. Sir, you will do it. I will do whatever you say.
So I must tell you here, Simon, that when I started acting, I had no acting background, but I did exactly the same thing that you did. I went to the sets, I would notice everything, what is the light man doing, what camera angles are there, how other actors are, behaving. So by observation, I get your point. You learn a lot.
I learned a lot by observing. So then I saw the other guy, what he was doing. So back waiter, he was trying to help. So they saw me one day, he was not there. So I started helping, cleaning plus helping the chef. So they said, okay, he's good over here. So get him over here. So I became the back waiter. So they saw me, trying to get things organized for them as easy, making things easier for the chef. They said, okay, you become the food runner now. Get the food on the table.
Yeah.
So I put the food on the table and then I started talking to the customers. They said, this guy is good with the customers as well, doing well. So they said, now the bartender is not there. Can you learn bar? So I learned the bar.
That's enterprising.
It was really, everything was a coincidence for me.
I can realize the urge of you doing better and better.
So then I went into the bartender. I learned bar, little bit, few things. Basic, it was very basic in the bar I learned.
Right.
I thought that's it, the bar. The bar is this.
No.
There is no end, okay. Because I didn't know there is more to learn. So I did the bar. Then there is one day the waiter had called in sick. So I had to do his job.
Lucky for you.
Then I started taking orders, making relations with the customer, how to do it. And then the same incident happened with the the manager. He had to go back home and some problem happened with him. So
and you got the managers. Don't
then I had to go.
Are you kidding me? Imagine.
It was such a coincidence that I became the manager of that place.
Did you manifest it? Were you wishing that?
No, there was nothing. I was just with my thing, okay, fine, I have to do this. End of the month, I had to collect some money to get my family. My main intention was like, okay, work hard, get some money, get them. I didn't know that, okay, fine, this fellow will leave, I take the position. Yeah. It was nothing as to get more money in that. It was only that in that bargain, I didn't even realize that I had to ask pay rise. I didn't do the same pay.
Okay, that excitement and urge of doing something better.
My thing was I wanted to learn. I said, and I did not even ask. I am doing this job. First it was this much money.
So pay me more.
I didn't ask him. I did in the same money, same job, but I learned all the skills.
That's dedication. It gets you places.
And today I realized that I never thought of asking him the pay rise. Why? But it was why more eager to learn things. I learned everything.
Yeah, I get that.
And then my family was here. Finally, I made my family come here.
Great.
And then another opportunity comes next to me. There's a pubs here, which is very common, pubs in UK.
Yes, I know.
So they wanted a guy who knows to do bar. I
Okay.
said I had little experience, but I didn't show that I don't have experience. I said I know the bar. I went with confident.
No, but the
I said,
bar is a totally what I get to learn. And somebody who's managing the bar has to have a lot of skills.
yeah, very
But
true.
your skills were, so how did you
So
manage that?
basically, what I did is I saw a little bit of a YouTube things like how bar is, and I went for the interview there.
Oh, so you learned
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, I learned
Yeah.
myself little bit basic. I thought because I had a little rough idea over here in the restaurant, so to brush up more and to put myself forward so that
Right.
they take me on board. So I made things very simple and very easy for them as well, like for the budgets for them to put it into the drinks, how to make it easy. So he
Right.
liked my concept. He said, "Okay, come, you're working from tomorrow." I said, "Okay, let me take it."
Coming to that point, it's a fascinating success story that you have. It's a lot of inspiration for people who are, planning to come to a foreign land and owning all these businesses now, these, swanky food places, and, being this food king kind of person. But I've also come to learn that you're a Konkani, right?
Yeah,
And you want to launch this new, you want to do something, give back to the community, so to
exactly.
say, preserve the culture, promote the culture, especially singing,
Singing.
the music and singing. So you are planning to launch a Konkani singing competition, Aikat Mozo Tavo.
Is right.
So I am fascinated to learn more about it. So tell us about it.
Aikat Mozo Tavo. That's what, I tried to get into the community events first, initially, when I was doing the pub business. So, when I was working in the pub, so I got to get into the community. I started doing events with the community. So, I have to get to the community should know me who I am. So, that's where I started doing events. So, it's been 6 years I've been doing I started doing events. All our cultural events I do here, what we do have been back home in Goa, like Carnival, Sonjao, Easter, Christmas, then small festivals, whatever we have there in Goa. I started doing it for the Goans here. In that bargain, all the Goans who were like want to have a little bit of a time enjoyment, they used to come together. So then I saw that community is coming together. So I started giving them that event sort of like where they like stay far off, they come and are you are here in UK, they started meeting each other because this was like
Hmm.
a place where they could come and see each other, like an event sort of in that bargain, they meet each other. So that was like building up for me. So I said now it's time to give back the community something.
Mhm.
So I started planning something because if you see in singing, because we Goans love music,
I know.
we all about music, singing, playing instruments. Are all Goans have we play different types of instruments. I am also a musician by profession. I like a little bit of a thing I had initially, but I did not make it as a my career in music as like a musician. But my dad, when we were young, he taught us music. My brother is a good violinist. He's done 8 grades in London school,
Oh.
so he plays beautiful violin, and I used to accompany with him with the guitar. So like that, I have my background, and my dad used to sing.
Mhm.
So we used to sing in the choirs in church, and like holy ceremony functions. We used to do the singing and music. So like that, the music is in our blood.
Oh, I see. Yes.
We Goans are all fit for music. So that is what I thought. Like when I was watching Indian Idol or some American Idol,
Mhm.
I said, these people are into a biggest platform. We Goans are globally spread everywhere, like work wise or settled. Like, some Goans are settled. You name the country, we are there. So
Mhm.
I said, when we are all globally doing working all over the globe, and then, we come back home in Goa, and, we feel proud as we are Goans. And wherever we go, wherever we are, in UK also, we Goans feel very proud.
I'm
Like,
sure.
we
Yes.
are Goans.
Yes.
And like that sort of thing. And I thought like to get this Goans a bigger platform and to make our Konkani language globally a platform for the all the Goans to get a platforms. It's not only for Goans, but because it's the Konkani language,
Mhm.
because it's not been recognized anywhere. Though we are Goans or we are Mangalorians or we are Karwar people, they also speak Konkani. It's not only Goans speak Konkani. The coastal belt, they speak Konkani. For this Konkani language, I created this platform called Aikat Mozo Tavo, which is, I thought like, because if I have to come to a to compete with somebody, or to get that platform, I need to have something big to show people that this is big. So I made myself only. This is like, it's been like 4 years back from now. I'm telling you.
Oh, I see.
I've been planning 4 years for this.
Okay.
It's not like I just woke up and I said, okay, I want to do this. I've been planning everything step by step, because see, here in the system, because I had to register my things. So first, initially, I registered as Konkani Idol. I put it for intellectual property rights. So where I didn't know how things work, I said, okay, put it as Konkani Idol, and then let's see, get a certificate, like, copyrighted of this. In that bargain, this was almost about, we're close to getting me the paperwork is sorted. I got an email from the American Idol saying that
It's
copyright of Idol.
Yes.
Then they said, you need to withdraw. I said, oh shit, now what to do? I have put already money to get all this thing registered. I have put my own money. There's no way. I said, is there any way we can do? He said, no, this Idol is our brand logo and you have to withdraw. I was a little upset, but I did not give up. I said, no. Very next day, I told my designer, I said, I want another logo to be designed. And they said, what to design, sir? I said, make a star. Make a star. And to make it look different, I put my mother-in-law's photo, as they are also stage artists, singing, singers in Goa. So I added her photo in the star, and I made the logo in a day. I sent it to them first. I said, see, are you satisfied? I said, made it different. So they asked me in the email, what is the meaning of Aikat Mozo Tavo? So I said, listen to my voice. So they said, okay, fine, it's good to go. And then I applied again for the same copyrights of the Aikat Mozo Tavo. And then I got this thing. And then I slowly, I started researching who will be there to do all the things, like how to get this forward. So in that bargain, I met another guy in my business, though I landed up in business. So I met another guy. I said, boss, I'm trying to do this. Can you guide me? Is there anybody who can put me forward? He said, yeah. I know one guy. He's a friend of mine. So he guided me. This was 2 years back. He guided me to a showman studio.
Okay.
Yeah. So there I met Karan, and Atul.
Right.
So that's how they also put we all sat together. We started doing brainstorming how we could materialize this whole thing. So then we were like, okay, this we require, that we required. So things were a little bit going slow, because I had businesses to run.
Right.
Because in that bargain, I was in the run for my business.
Right.
So I started business, Goan food, Indian food,
Right.
then Indo-Chinese. And then I started a bar of my own. And then I got another outlet. So, this business was a big hectic for me. Plus, looking after that. And that was the stage where I was just building up my business. So, I could not put my full time and effort in this. So, it was taking time. And because, they were also busy with their things, and I could not disturb them every time. So, I tried to get, whenever they are free, just go have a chat. And then, we try to organize certain things. So things were a little slower, taking time and time. So here I started growing my business because I need backup. So this thing, because I had to do it by myself for now, I'm thinking I did not know who will be there with me. So I had to grow something, my business to grow bigger, so that I have a backup support for my this event to go further. Because I didn't want to give up. So this time, whatever I took, it built up my business also. So now I got another outlet, two more. I got one in Harrow, I got one in Peckham recently, which I bought. So these are the businesses which I built with my hard work and whatever planning and things. And in this bargain, I have another partner with me, who is Malcolm Silvera, who is a partner with me in the business. So he's also accompanying me with all these things. Recently, we have taken a fish shop, like a fresh fish, which we do, and we manage that on a management basis. So we are. So he also looks after the business. So simultaneously, I want my business also to explore, and the same Aikat Mozo Tavo also to explore.
Appreciate. Quite appreciate. So, Simon, I'm a non-Konkani, so I would call this program AMT. Right? That's a cool lingo.
Yeah, Aikat Mozo Tavo. Yeah,
Yes.
AMT.
AMT. Sounds cool, right? So I want to ask you something. Now I get to know the planning behind this program. You know, it's a team of like-minded creative people, as you said, Karan and Atul, and so many other people, you know, supporting you in this. What should the audience and the participants of the program expect from this program? You know, how will it change their lives? How will it impact their singing careers, so to say? And how will it contribute to spreading awareness about the Konkani culture and the language and the singing? Tell me about it.
So basically, this whole event, Aikat Mozo Tavo, I have planned it to have it in UK, but I wanted to do it globally. So to do it globally, I need a platform like a website.
You do.
So we have created a website which is very easy to handle and which is very easy to give your auditions. So basically the website is going to make the whole system run initially at the initial stage. So the website will take the auditions first, where the people come register themselves and give a straight away audition. So it is not like you have to take a video and upload on the website. It's like the website itself will, if you can do it with your phone, your laptop or your tablet, the camera of the laptop or the phone or the tablet will come on its own when you say audition.
Okay.
So you just hold your phone by yourself. You can sit in the office, you can sit in the bedroom and do your auditions.
And that's an audition.
Yeah, that's an audition round.
Right.
So first round, and then there is a thing in that once you save your video, then you have to try to share this video with the people, with your families and friends and family, so that you know they come and vote for you.
Oh, I see.
So there is a people voting for this your auditions.
Which is very organic.
Organic, yeah, the first round, yeah. So then you know you cannot say like you know there was partial and all this and that.
Correct.
So people voting for your videos, and you know the selection will be done through the website on the basis of the voting. So the first top 100 will be selected.
Okay.
The top 100, we have kept a top 100 where they will be selected.
That will be the first shortlisting.
Yeah, shortlisting
process.
So once the shortlisting is done to the 100, then we got another system where the website itself will show that you are selected for the second round.
Right.
So there is a link which will pop up on their account. Okay, boss, now you are selected. Now you have to go and give the second round. The second round goes like this. It has a karaoke system in that.
Okay.
So we have 15 to 20 songs will be there.
Okay.
Which
Konkani
songs, which will be like a karaoke system.
Right.
Where the lyrics and the music will be there on the background, and you can see the lyrics and give the audition of the second round. Yeah. So sing along. So that's how then those 100 will be judged by the judges.
Okay.
So there are judges.
So by judges you mean personalities in singing or other fields, and what is basically
basically the judge will judge their singing quality, because it says Aikat Mozo Tavo is the voice.
Right.
So the judges will judge the voices of this.
No, I wanted to
contestants.
know who will be the judges. You'll be taking singers or other famous
Yeah,
personalities.
the judges are the
from
famous.
Konkani background or all over.
The judges are the famous singer. Like one of them is Hema Sardesai. She's a very renowned singer.
Everybody knows, yes.
Yeah, she is in Bollywood as well,
Right.
and she's been done international gigs in Germany and all that stuff.
Yes.
So there is another one who is Sonia Sirsat.
Okay.
She's also a Konkani singer.
Okay.
Plus she sings in 16 different languages, and her singing qualities and the vibrant. She's very good in her singing. So she's one of the judges, and that's how. And there is another judge who's Rezma Leta.
Okay.
Her background is her parents are like a stage artist, well known in the Konkani community, and she herself started singing career in the age of 6.
That's fascinating. Yes.
So like this judges will go to judge.
Is an esteemed panel.
Esteemed panel. Yeah.
Right.
So these people are going to judge the 100, and they will select 20 and give it to us.
Okay, straight off 80 will be
80 will be out.
Oh.
Yeah. So the 20 selected candidates or the contestants, whoever are there, maybe from UK or globally, whichever
Right.
part of the world they are.
Right.
So we will bring them from there to here, to UK, to perform.
Okay.
Yeah. So they come over here, and then we're going to have 5 rounds with them, where the top 4 finalists will be selected, and then we're going to have a grand finale.
So those will be challenge rounds, you know?
Yeah.
You'll be randomly assigning songs, and they'll be preparing.
They will be getting prepared for the first round, second round,
Awesome.
like that. And that will be face to face with the judges. All the top judges will be here to
Right.
judge them.
So that makes it very exciting, you know.
Because the prize money is 20,000 pounds.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
That's
wish I
the
could,
most exciting thing
I wish I
about
had
this
known
whole event.
Konkani. Be a
That's the most
participant.
exciting thing about this event. I wanted to do is 20 the event to make it look big.
Yes.
I made the winner gets a prize of 20,000 pounds.
That's so nice. That's so
And
nice.
people out of UK get the chance to come to UK and explore themselves, and then we would do some songs, with them, like recorded about their new songs or something, like
Okay, after this
after this
competition. So
competition, so
you
that
promise them a little bit of exposure in Goa
exposure.
too.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant thought. That's supporting your winners and your topmost people is a brilliant thought.
So this is how we have another, and the music will be like brass musicians. We're gonna got have brass band,
Great.
like the trumpet, saxophone, all this. So we have a professional team with the music side
On board
to
with you.
accompany, yeah, on board with us to accompany the singers,
Right.
and the judges panel, and we got so much of things happening over there in that place. So we're gonna have
That's
music.
awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. It sounds so brilliant. And what an exciting opportunity it's going to be somebody who's struggling in their music careers, and here is a ready-made platform and pedestal for them to showcase their talent and take it along. That's fascinating. That also brings me to a point where I'm, compelled to ask you, do you have any other plans to promote other talents other than singing, or something else for your community, or maybe people from all over the world? Because once you create a platform, people have this hope, other artists who are into acting or entertainment. So do you have any such plans
I
in place
first
for
I
them?
want to get this thing done for the community, and then I will go for seasons by seasons, and then accordingly we will try to plan out something better for the community, like maybe in acting or something with
Appreciable. This
singing and music.
dedication to the community, coming to a foreign land, but not forgetting your roots, is something that totally fascinates me. It's been an awesome experience talking to you. I have learned a lot today, especially the planning, the serious planning that goes behind something that we just watch on TV and we think, okay, what an entertaining program, what a brilliant program. But the planning that goes behind it, the brains that work behind it, hats off to you. All the best to you, Simon, for this program. And brilliant future. I wish you all the best. AMT will be a winner. Thanks for
Thank you
coming
so
to
much.
the show
Thank
and
you so much.
talking about it and enlightening us.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
So we were interacting with Simon, and it was exciting and fascinating. And in our next episode, we're going to come up with another fascinating personality. So be excited. Just wait and watch. I'll get back to you soon.